Hello. Christine Austin Ill today talking to you about credit. Yes, I'm taking a quick break out of the field just to do this video for you guys. I had a meeting on yesterday and several people had stopped me to ask me about how they can actually gain a couple points within 30 to 60 days on their credit. Now, just to give you a little background history, I actually created, owned, and was registered to run a credit restoration company several years ago. And I ran that company for 7 years. So I know the ins and outs about credit, how to manipulate that credit system, and little things that you can do right now to be able to give yourself a little bit of a boost. And then for those individuals that may not have any credit or that had credit and completely jacked it up, whether it's because of a divorce, loss of a job, just completely not understanding the credit system and how it all works, I'm here to help you. Okay, I am by no means going to go back into credit. I love my business. I love hiring agents. I love training. This is part of training though, because even if you are an insurance agent that's doing very well, if you don't understand credit and you are not building your credit, you're wasting your money. Hands down, you're wasting your money. Too many times, if your credit is low, you're paying extra money for interest. If you are moving, you have to pay extra money for deposits, for your utilities. And even those that are not life insurance agents, going out and trying to obtain a good job, they are pulling your credit and they are judging you based on your score. And the score, come on, let's be honest, it's not always showing the true story. But people don't care about your story. They care about that 3-digit number. So let's get into that number. All right. I have an ebook where I am literally giving you a piece of my company that ran successfully for 7 years, well over 6 figures every single year that I ran that company. I'm giving you a piece of that for $19.99. $19.99. With that $19.99, let me pull up the screen. Not only are you going to have the ebook, which you can take your time to go through it, to read it. I definitely, I think I made it fun because I don't like to just read all the time. I definitely like pictures, and it has, pictures in there, graphs in there to help you to go through. On top of that, when you get the ebook, you gain access to my private webpage where I literally put in there every single letter that I used in my company. Let me show you. I'm going to go through a couple of the letters. Your dispute letters to Equifax, Experian, and a TransUnion. How to dispute your negative items on your credit report. I also have, with the letters, I have a video that I'm talking to you guys to explain to you how to use the letters that I used in each step. All right, so you're not just getting a bunch of letters that you can download, and these are in Word format, so you can edit these letters. So you don't have to spend the hours and hours and hours that I did to re-type up these letters. They're already there ready for you to just download, put in your information, and mail it. All right, your dispute letters. So there's a 30-day dispute letter, and then there's also the letter to send to the credit bureaus if they did not respond to your request. By law, they have to remove those items, and they cannot reinsert the information even if they are valid. They have to do their job. All right, and they're dealing with millions of pieces of information every day, just to let you know. All right, so your dispute letters. And then we have disputing inquiries. A lot of individuals don't realize that if you have too many inquiries on your credit report, your score is going down, because to the lenders, it looks as though you were trying to obtain too much credit all at one time, which gives them a red flag that there is possibly a financial problem going on. All right, so your letters, your dispute letters for inquiries, request account information, adding positive account information on your report. Yes, if you have, say, a loan that is not being reported on your credit that you've been paying on time forever, you want that information to report on your credit bureaus. And yes, you can ask for that to be reported, because that's going to bring your score up. Didn't know that, huh? All right. Your information to be corrected. Now, if you ever notice all three of your credit reports usually have a different score. And the reason that is because a lot of times everything is not being reported the same across the board. So it is our job to manage our credit reports. We need to look at all three of them and see what's being reported, what is not being reported, and get it to be the same across the board. So that is showing a true picture. All right. Removing obsolete information. Yes, sometimes collection agencies will sell an item, a debt, over and over and over again, and it is past the 7 years. That is not legal, but if you don't check your information, they get away with it. All right. You need to make sure you're checking that out and getting those things removed. Letters for the student loans, deferment letters. Letters that you want to have everything merged together so that it's only reporting once on your credit instead of 20 different line items. That's killing your score. All right. Requesting the student loans late payments to be removed. There's a certain verbiage that you want to use whenever you are contacting the student loan people, letting them know, there may be some benefit to them removing those late pays. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is because then you can kind of create it yourself. But I'm telling you what's in the letters, all right? And the back website. What else is in there? Removing late pays for other creditors. We have verification of debt, making them verify this debt. Sorry, making the creditors verify that debt. There's certain things that they, by law, have to give to you to prove that you own that debt, right? And if they cannot, by law, prove that information, they cannot come after you for that, and they have to remove it off your credit. All right. Requesting positive account be reported. Again, that's going back to asking them to add positive information to your report. Guys, it's full of information. 30-day follow-up letters for all of those things. Negotiation to remove old past due late collections, negotiation letters. Trying, to negotiate. If you do this, will they remove the information? But guys, be careful. You do not want all of your negative credit removed. And I'm going to give you just one little tip. If you had a credit card that you've had for 10 years and whatever reason, something happened and it went bad, and hopefully you didn't close that credit card. Hopefully you are struggling to pay it and you want to keep that credit card open because you have years of good credit on that credit. And 35% of your credit score is based on your history. So I know you hear financial advisors telling you guys, close all your credit cards. You need to do everything with cash. You don't need credit. If you are a millionaire, that is the truth. If you are like the majority of Americans, you need credit to build credit to make money, okay? You need those credit cards right now to make sure that it is showing credit history. And even though right now it may show that it's negative, you can fix that because those other years are showing positive. And there's points right in those credit cards, all right? And we're going to talk about that later. I also have 2 bonus videos here. One is how to manipulate the credit system. The second video is a better credit repair bonus. So little bonus. And I'm just basically reading from that webpage. Guys, I used to sell this when I did my credit restoration company. An individual would have to pay $199 a month. And I only had a 3-month program. My goal was to get them cleaned up and fixed within 3 months, which is possible. A lot of credit repair companies, they like to have you pay a monthly fee, and they only, negotiate or dispute a few items at a time. And that is to keep you in the program for a year to 2 to 3 years for them to be able to make $1,000 or more off of you. That money you need. You need that money if you have anything that you need to negotiate on your credit, if you needed to pay some things off. You need that money to go into fixing your credit. So take the time to learn about this credit system. Again, this book, I believe, is like 33 pages and it's big font and there's pictures. So don't get scared when I say that. But you want to understand this credit system so you don't make the same mistakes again. There's so much more. Like if you have a vehicle right now and your interest rate is 30-40%, you're paying double, if not triple, for that car within the time period that you pay the car off. Same thing with credit cards. Your interest rate is sky high and you're paying more money. Guys, when your credit is better, when you manipulate the system, whenever you do what you need to do to get your score high enough, then you can get a loan to pay the rest of those things off. But that loan will be at a lower interest rate. Instead of paying 24.4% on a credit card, you may be paying maybe 5% on this loan. You're saving money. Okay, guys? So I know I say it with a lot of passion because I am passionate about that. Better credit is the new money. There's money there. You are making money and you're blowing it because of poor credit. Let's get it together. Last little quote that I want to give you guys is from Zig Ziglar. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Share the video. There's so many individuals. We don't talk about credit enough. We don't talk about what we're going through. We always talk about how we don't have any money and we don't know why. And we forget about the extra money that we are spending because. So again, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you put your comments down below. If you have any questions or comments, in the description box, I will put the link that you can go to purchase this ebook. It is lifenowbettercredit.com. That's lifenowbettercredit.com. And I'm here to answer your questions. But now it is time for me to get back to work. Peace.